love my job.
Okay.
So many memories of
Böse Starfield.
building new lives.
Ganz böse Starfield. Ja, nice. Wir haben jetzt ein Haus. Und dann gucken wir mal, dass wir das nach und nach vielleicht so ein bisschen einrichten können. Ja.
Can you even
what?
read Jim's inventory?
You need a magnifying glass for it.
It looks like we're down 2 crates of aluminum.
No, the guard took that to reinforce the railings on the wall. I have a note from Bailey here.
2 crates aluminum. Signed Bailey. Not one for paperwork, is he?
You're lucky you got that much.
Well, as much as I can tell, it seems in order.
We look
Welcome to the
after our own.
stretch.
Na. Okay, Stretch.
Evening, sir.
Ja, guten Abend. Okay, Stretch ist dann also wahrscheinlich das, wo... Oh, das ist okay. Nicht mehr so ganz ausgebaut ist, wa? Wenn ich mir hier so den Boden angucke. Weltraumfrosch.
It's getting pretty late.
Alter.
What time is it? I haven't got a clue.
Okay, was haben wir hier? Sinclair's Books. Mal kurz gucken. Alter.
So you want to come here for a half day, full day?
Oh.
I talked with Miss Kastler, and she'll give a full guided tour.
I mean, no offense, but isn't it a bit small? And there's not as many attractions as I'd like.
Miss Kastler built this whole thing off donations and what she could throw together. It's not like Akila's swimming in museums here.
Fine, but I want your class to write an essay about what they learned.
I was planning on that, ma'am.
Okay, lass mich mal kurz gucken. Wo sind wir jetzt? Okay, wir sind hier. Okay, das heißt, wir haben die komplette rechte Seite jetzt hinter uns. Dann gucken wir uns jetzt mal die linke an, oder was? Shepherd's General Store. Alter, ich komme nie wieder aus dieser Stadt raus.
Take a look around. It's a good bet I've got something you need.
Du siehst müde aus.
Exhausted, more like. It's just me running things here. Makes for some real long work days. Of course, that's in addition to the special orders, trade contracts, and supply arrangements that I deal with on a daily basis. I also work with the Council of Governors, the Trade Authority, the
Beachte mich
Freestar
nicht.
Rangers, you name it. Feels like I'm providing a service to the city while trying to run a business. So yeah, I don't get a lot of sleep.
Mhm.
Feel free to look around.
Was hast du denn? Mhm. Sollen wir Dragon Store Force Band 1? Ich will das eine Kind in Macedonia kaufen? Mhm. Er hat aber leider keine Dietriche. Ja, gib Mitch das Buch. Mhm. Ich glaube, der hat nicht mehr alle Tassen im Schrank. Okay. Mein Gott, Alter. Roland Arms, Alter. Was ist denn mit Rolands Armen los?
Sure,
Du
Laredo
bist
makes
aber...
some good
Ach so.
guns, but if you want a range of manufacturers
Das ist
to
dein
choose from,
Nachname.
my shop will serve you better. If you're looking for a weapon, I've got you covered.
Dein
Turn
Mund
out to be a
bewegt sich
troublemaker,
nicht.
though, and I'll
Aber
report
den
you
Bug
real
schon
quick.
wieder.
Got it?
Hast du hier viele Kunden, die Ärger machen?
More than a few, yeah. Unless you're up in the core, life around here ain't easy. Folks can find their way into all kinds of trouble. I've had no end of desperate souls come through that door in search of a way out. I know it ain't technically my fault when someone buys one of my guns and starts shooting up the town, but still don't feel great about it. Hopefully you ain't one of those kind. Okay, but if you start shooting up the town with something I sold you, I'll be more than a little displeased.
Die Waffe lädt nicht. Schade. Ich werde mal einmal kurz die... Ach du Scheiße, was ist denn hier los? Wir nutzen kurz die Gelegenheit zum Schnellspeichern. Und laden mal einmal neu. In der Hoffnung, dass sich wieder die Münder bewegen. Und dass die Farbgebung wieder vernünftig ist, dass die Waffen angezeigt werden und, ne? So, versuchen wir es jetzt nochmal, nachdem das Spiel erneut abgestürzt war.
Outlaws, Ashta, those bandits from the shop.
Waffe.
You seem all right. Here's my selection.
Ja, gib mal deine Selection. So, Elegance. Das ist die Elegance. Ja, für die habe ich aber halt auch nur 148 Schuss. Das ist nicht ganz so viel. Klar, ich könnte mir Munition kaufen, aber... Die hat eine Maelstrom, die 13 Damage sogar macht. Unser aktuelle macht nur 8. Aber bis wir die Maelstrom benutzen, also wir arbeiten uns ja quasi, ne, munitionstechnisch durch. Aktuell benutzen wir die Maelstrom ja nicht, weil wir schon 18 andere Waffen mit uns rumtragen. Aber gut. Ein Chunks. Aber gut, ganz ehrlich, was soll es hier geben? Der erzählt mir Chunks und ich sag nein.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks.
Was genau werden die Chunks hergestellt?
All I am legally allowed to say is that our chunks meet all known minimum standards for nutrition.
Ja, okay. Man sieht sich. Oh, Toilette. Nice.
Chunks is such an eyesore in Akila. But, well, I can go for some chunks.
I
So,
wish we
bevor wir
had more
da...
cultural institutions in
Aber
Akila
weiter.
City.
I think that it's important that our students know Akila City history.
The museum is quaint. I mean, it's clear a lot of love was put into it.
Gehen wir mal ins Co-Heritage Museum.
Hi. Please feel free to have a look around. It's the reason I started this place.
Da ist was in deiner Vitrine. Du bist also Lia, ja?
Welcome to the Co-Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour and I'm happy to discuss the city's history as well.
Oh Gott. Wie läuft das Museum?
Very well. People are proud of their history here, so we get more visitors than I was expecting. So it gets pretty busy here, especially with school field trips.
Ich möchte etwas über die Geschichte von Akila City erfahren.
Akila City was founded over 150 years ago by Solomon Coe, a scientist and explorer from Earth. Along with other settlers, Coe built the structures you see in the part of the city we call the core. Those proud buildings still stand today. The planet was dangerous, so they built a wall around their settlement. Eventually, they ran out of space and started building outside the wall.
Und was ist danach passiert?
There were so many buildings that they had to build another, larger wall, forming a second outer ring around the growing city. Of course, the city didn't stop growing, and before long, the third wall, the outer wall you see today, was constructed. Today, Akila City is the proud capital of the Freestar Collective, and the Council of Governors continues to meet here when they need to.
Erzähl mir von Solomon Coe.
Most people know Solomon Coe as the founder of Akila City and the father of the Freestar Collective. He was an astrophysicist who lived on Earth in a place called Wyoming. Solomon was born around the time people first started living in space. Later in life, he designed starships, and when Earth was in peril, those ships helped to save humanity by taking them to new homes in the stars.
Ich finde die Geschichten faszinierend.
The bravery and heroism it took to save humanity. Whew, goosebumps. During the Great Exodus, Solomon came to this world. He named our star Cheyenne, which was also a place on Earth, and gave Akila its name too. He and some others built the settlement that would go on to become Akila City, and his descendants still live here today.
Ich reise viel und kann meine Augen nach Dingen für dein Museum offen halten.
There are some things I would kill to have. I mean, wait, not literally. But I would pay a lot for. You see, the Coe family lost a treasure trove of old historic documents ages ago. And those documents would be priceless to have here.
Huh. Those old things.
Well, all of them were owned by our city's founder, Solomon Coe. He's more than that, really. He's one of the greatest heroes of the settled systems. These documents would be, like I said, priceless to the museum and to our guests.
Ich kann verstehen, warum du sie in deinem Museum haben.
Their absence pains me. Jacob Coe and I have talked at length, and his great-grandfather was a troubled man. He sold off various historic documents to cover debts. They could be anywhere.
Troubled is a charitable way of putting it. Great-grandpa was a walking disaster. He almost lost everything, family estate included. Those documents she's talking about, they're real. We even have a few that survived.
Your father donated what was left to the museum.
Jacob did what? I didn't think charity was in his vocabulary.
If you find any of that trove of documents, I will pay dearly for it.
Also eine zufällige Suche innerhalb der besiedelten Systeme. Ich halte mal die Augen auf.
Thank you. Think of the future generations that could benefit from seeing such important history.
Bringe Agenda des Gouverneurs. Oh,
Let me
ich
see.
hab schon was für dich.
Minutes from Solomon Coe's first meeting as governor of Akila. So historic. If you find anything else, please come back.
Das gab schon 5000. Nice, Alter. Es geht um ein Ast. Ach so, der Bau. Ach so, lol. Das hatte ich gar nicht auf dem Schirm, dass das hier ist. Aber wir brauchen ja einen Ast für den Baum in New Atlantis.
That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late.
Ich helfe dem Mars. Ich bin eher ein privater Auftragnehmer. Was für Nachrichten waren das?
Several that bordered on being incomprehensible. Honestly, I thought it was some kind of strange prank until now. A bunch of gibberish about dire consequences and frequency modulation and genetic reconstruction. It all came across as rather unhinged.
Hey, I get it, but we have to collectively let go of this feud with the UC. And besides, this is really just about a tree and someone who is really, really attached to it.
Are you defending the UC? I must say, I expected more from a Coe. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized, nor particularly inclined, to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage.
Ja, danke schön, dass du mir sagst, wo er ist. Aber bevor ich zu drastischeren Maßnahmen greife, hau ich mir Tabletten rein. Und wir versuchen dich zu überzeugen.
Your help in preserving
Ich
and sharing
brauche diesen
Akila
Ast
City.
wirklich.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question.
Vor allem, er ist im Lager anscheinend. Er steht hier nicht mal aus. So, what the fuck? Ich kann sehr nervig sein, wenn es nötig ist, gibt mir den Ast und höre ich nicht auf zu fragen. Der Ast ist extrem wichtig für die xenobotanische Forschung. Ja, aber ich weiß nicht, ob das bei ihr so ankommt. Ich kann sehr nervig sein.
Handing over that branch is starting to look pretty good.
Das glaube ich auch. Ich wusste, dass du eine vernünftige Person
I
bist.
try to be.
Was für, Digga?
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Easy.
Please return it in one piece.
Ja, mal gucken. Nice. Oh, guck mal, eine Safe. Madam, hier hängt ein Doppelknochenhorn in Ihrer Vitrine. Ah. Die leeren Podeste sind wahrscheinlich, da kann ich halt. Na, das ist dann alles, was ich ihr bringen kann. Okay, gut, so ein krasses Museum ist das jetzt aber auch nicht ganz, ne? Just saying. Gut, ich gehe wieder. Bitte? Ich bin zu schnell rausgegangen, ich habe den nicht gehört. Was haben wir hier? Ach Gott, Sanctum Universum. Kirche. Siwu Guan Investitur.
I received this assignment from Keeper Aquidus himself. I think the more man strives to know everything, the more we will see glimmers of God's hands.
Ich muss hier ganz schnell die Biege machen. So. Enhance. Ach, Enhance war... Was war Enhance nochmal? Das war doch hier Körperänderung und so ein Stuff, ne?
Tired of the same old, same old? Let's add some pizzazz to your day. A new face! Hopefully going to be newer soon. Welcome to Enhance, where if you can imagine it, I can make your dreams come true. So pull up a chair and let's give you a makeover.
Nee, danke. Läuft das Geschäft gut hier?
I get some, but not like I would on Neon or I guess even New Atlantis. Mainly folk wanting a new hairstyle, or keep that hair on their head at all, if you know what I mean. But sometimes people want to really go for it, and those are just the best.
Ja, weil es Geld gibt. Ist Enhance sicher?
These days, please, safe as kittens. Some people change their look every week and never have a problem. So the only thing holding you back is, well, you.
Jo.
You
Deswegen gehe
drop
ich
by
auch wieder.
anytime.
Nachdem ich mich umgeguckt habe. Stell dir mal vor, du lässt dein Aussehen jede Woche verändern. Boah, Alter. Irgendwann guckst du in den Spiegel und weißt selbst gar nicht mehr, wie du aussiehst.
You have a nice day now.
Du auch. Gefängnis von Akila. Alter, wo kann man hier denn überall hin?
You stay on the straight and narrow.
Oh, ich mach keinen Unfug.
The Freestar Collective's got a reputation for being a little lawless. That is not so.
Boah, 11 in... Boah, Alter, das wird so viel Moneten geben, ne? Ich bin gerade verborgen. Ups. Gehen Sie bitte. Dankeschön. Kannst du bitte mal... Digga, verpiss dich! Ich muss daran! Ja komm, dann können wir alles mitnehmen. So, den Rest könnt ihr behalten. So.
Nobody in here right now.
Nö, das sehe ich. Dürfen wir nur nicht vergessen, dass wir beim nächsten Mal, dass wir dann, bevor wir irgendwie New Atlantis oder so ansteuern, müssen wir zu den Piraten und die Sachen da verkaufen. So. Barracks, da waren wir auch noch nicht.
Okay, let's all just take a breath here. We all want to protect people from the Ashta. We're on the same side here.
The hell with that. This ain't the way things are done, and that's the end of it.
With due respect, I have repeatedly explained that I do not need permission. I came to you in the spirit of cooperation, but if this is the reaction...
20 years, we've done this my way, and it has always worked. Always! Why are you trying to fix something that ain't broke?
Mr. Wilson, we can deal with the Ashta better, safer. We didn't turn down fire or space flight because we managed just fine until that point.
I will not be talked down to like this.
Okay. Miss Alpin, please don't take any further action.
Places like this make you appreciate home.
Schnauze.
All right?
We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the Ashta. Ecologies are living things. They move, they change. The way we handle Ashta works for now. So we have to be prepared.
Friend, I gotta confess, I'm not much in the mood for conversation.
Was ist denn
I
hier
know
los?
I shouldn't let that woman get up under my skin, but, well, I can't seem to help it.
Sie war ziemlich daneben, das geht sie gar nichts an. Das klang alles ziemlich überzogen. Ich finde, sie hat einige gute... Warum ging es überhaupt?
Girl comes in here with her big ideas about how we defend our city. No respect for the way we've done things for years. No worries about the possible consequences. And expect us to thank her for making our lives more difficult. I tell you, I've never seen entitlement like that.
Okay, aber nur weil ihr das schon lange macht, heißt das ja nicht, dass man sich potenziell trotzdem verbessern kann. Aber vielleicht... Ich weiß doch gar nicht, was ihre Argumente sind. Ich weiß doch noch nicht mal, was sie machen will.
Well, then you got about as much sense as she does. Look, this ain't New Atlantis. It ain't all flowers and chirping birds out there. These walls around us, they're here for a damn good reason. I've trained the guards here for years, again, for a damn good reason. We get it wrong, we not watching all the time, then the Ashta kill innocent people. That's the simple reality of the situation. So when someone struts into town with their untested ideas on how to do things better than those of us who dedicated our lives to protecting the city, that don't go over so well.
Ja, was hat sie denn vor?
I don't know, some technical mumbo-jumbo about sensors and behavior predictions. That's not the point. She expects us to just change up how things work, and I can't abide by it. We've gotten along just fine until now.
Ja, aber wenn die sicher verbessert werden kann, ist das für alle von Vorteil.
That's a big if. And I'm not about to do a live test of whatever tech she thinks she got. Look, this is getting my blood pressure up talking about this so damn much. You think you can talk some sense into her? Be my guest. Otherwise, I suggest you leave defending this city to the people who spent their lives doing it.
Sprich mit Keoni Alp. Okay, die andere ist schon weg. Howdy.
Can hardly walk 2 steps without running into a bar.
Ich komm mal rein, ja? Oh, dankeschön. Datenbank der Akila City Security. Patrouillennotizen. Kleines Rudel Ashta auf dem Nordkamm. Wieder mal eine Schlägerei bei Edgies. 2 Leute in der Ausnüchterungszelle. Die kleine Emily hat einen waschechten Taschendieb erwischt. Hab ihr einen Sticker gegeben. Großer Fehler. Ich bin kein kleines Kind, sagte sie. Beim Raumhafen wäre es beinahe zu einer Schießerei gekommen. Keine Ahnung, was genau da los war. Niemand hat eine Anzeige gestellt. Freigabe. Okay. Hallo.
Another day, another shift.
Beautiful day. Nice shift.
If you're looking for work, Mayor Cartwright might have something. Or point you the right way.
Frag Bürgermeister nach einem Job. Natürlich noch mehr zu tun hier.
People around here think we own Akila. They're wrong.
Warum schweben da Steine? Ich frag für einen Freund. Kann man hier in dem Turm irgendwas machen? Nicht so aus. Okay.
My research could open up more of Akila to settlement in time. Well, you sure don't look like you're delivering the capacitors I'm waiting for. Something I can do for you?
Brauchst du mich, um dir ein paar Kondensatoren zu besorgen?
No, you misunderstand, I think. I placed the order last week. I'm just waiting for it to actually show up. So, did you need something, or...
Man hört, du warst eine ziemliche Unruhestiftung. Ich habe gehört, dass du die Stadt durch neue Technologie verteidigen willst. Ja.
No. That's not really accurate. It is, however, slightly less openly hostile a reaction than I've gotten around here, so I'll take it. I'm not sure what you've heard, or, quite frankly, why this seems to be getting around the way it is. Despite assertions to the contrary, I'm not attempting to run anyone out of a job, or open the city gates to allow Ashta to come pouring in. Nor am I in any way attempting to make a statement about the competence of the current security forces and or apparatus in Akila City. I hope that clears things up.
Mhm. Ja, macht Sinn.
Fantastic. I need to prove that what I'm working on can make a positive difference. Then you'll see it my way. I could really use some help, in fact, just to make sure this all goes off without a hitch. Would you be willing to place some sensors for me?
Ja, das lässt sich doch bestimmt machen, aber Sensoren?
Yeah, I need them to start gathering data. Pretty simple. I could do it myself, but at this point, I think Davis may be having someone tail me. He's that flustered.
Ja, aber das kriegen wir.
That is great news. Just take these and stick them in specific spots in the city along the wall. When you're done, come find me. I'll find something to do in the meantime to give myself an air of plausible deniability.
Okay.
Vigilance is what keeps Akila City safe.
Sollten wir das vielleicht mal... Verteidigungsmaßnahmen. Beim Enhance waren wir schon drin, im Museum waren wir schon drin. Ah, okay. Das wäre die Einzimmerwohnung gewesen, die er uns noch hätte angeboten. Aber wir haben uns eine schöne Villa gewünscht.
Could I get a digital copy of the things I buy here?
No.
Hey, no.
Why not?
I sell books, physical books.
Space is a premium on my ship. If I could download it to my slate, I could have a whole library.
There are places you can go for that, ma'am. Just not my shop. Good day.
Wait, can't we?
We're done here. If you
Great
want to purchase
customer
anything,
service.
just let me know.
Just super.
Or if you have any rare finds. Feel free to read. This is a haven for all that love letters.
Du stehst wirklich auf Bücher, was?
Movies, slates, theater, all have their appeal. But books, you can get a window to mankind in its earliest days. Whether adventure with Homer, or the actual thoughts of Julius Caesar penned in his own hands. And they offer visions of the future and wonderfully impossible things and might-have-beens. So, yeah, I do like books.
Führst du diesen Laden alleine?
Yes, I had a husband, but he's no longer with us. We loved to travel, and always we'd be looking for rare books. Most of what you see here are mementos. It's sometimes hard to sell, but books are not meant to be hoarded. They're meant to be shared and spark something in us.
Suchst du nach irgendwelchen bestimmten Büchern?
I am a bit of an aficionado of old Earth novels. Well, truth be told, it's more of an obsession. Reading their stories is a revelation, not only for, the pure imagination, but the window you get into long-gone historical eras. I'll pay handsomely for any books you find like that. Except Charles Dickens. Definitely not Charles Dickens.
Was stimmt nicht mit Charles Dickens?
Oh, nothing wrong at all. When colonists were forced to leave Earth for good, cargo space was precious, and for some reason everyone thought to bring their Charles Dickens collection. No, I mean he was an amazing writer. His stories are timeless, but what I'd give for a copy of Sense and Sensibility, or the Three Musketeers, oh! The original Three Musketeers, mind you, not the dozens of interpretations of it.
Mhm. Du kannst alles, was du willst, digital lesen. Sure.
If you call that reading.
Wenn ich irgendwelche Bücher für deine Ehrzeitsammlung habe, dann verkaufe ich sie.
Let me see. I'm afraid there's nothing you have that interests me.
Nee, ich habe auch keine Bücher dabei. Naja gut, sie wird mit Büchern verkaufen, ne? Ich will keine Bücher. Ja, Oliver Twist hat sie auch schon. Okay. Man sieht sich oder auch nicht. Ayon Sinclair, Buchidee. Schreibe über das, was du kennst. Wie wäre es mit einer Buchhändlerin, die bewaffnet mit ihrer Kenntnis alter Literaturwerke eine Serie von Verbrechen löst? Wie Sherlock Holmes, nur eben literarisch. Vielleicht mit einem neuen Anstrich, mit einem ehemaligen Rivalen, jetzt Partner in der Akila City Security. Ich muss mir nur Enden ausdenken. Wenn man das Ende eines Krimis perfekt hinkriegt, ist der Rest kein Problem mehr. Rosebud aus Citizen Kane. Wer ist wo in das verlorene Paradies? Draußen kursiert so viel von Dickens, ich könnte vielleicht an eins von seinen Büchern anknüpfen. Bücher. Ah! Laredo-Waffen werden dauerhaft zusätzlich 5% schneller nachgeladen und gezogen. Gutes Buch.
Not many people visit.
Wow,
Suits me fine. Sorry, got a lot of repair jobs right now.
Okay. Stonewood Inn. Es hört nicht auf, es hört nicht auf. Warte mal, warum stehen alle auf, wenn ich hier reinkomme? Habt ihr ein Problem mit mir?
So, about this mythical vacation.
Oh,
Just let me drink in
sorry.
peace.
We'll go. We'll go. Just need to find a time.
I was thinking... Neon?
Neon? They're barely a part of the Freestar Collective.
So we're getting political now?
Hopetown's not that different from Akila. Hard workers, and everyone making their own way. But... Neon?
You should try Filburn's
But it
here.
could be
It's brewed
so
in the
much
city, and
fun.
it ain't bad.
They say everything's legal on Neon.
We'll talk about it later. Hello. Good to see you. If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Yep.
Keeping the inn running smoothly keeps me hopping.
This place has been in my family for generations. Feels like home.
Ihr blickt wohl auf eine lange Geschichte zurück.
It certainly is. My family's owned and operated this place going back generations. Why, the Stone Root's been around so long, it's even older than Midtown, and that's saying something. Akila City folk value legacy and tradition deeply, and by running this, I get to be part of that.
Mhm. Ja, ich brauche.
Enjoy your stay in Akila City.
Jacob Code zurück. Nein, das habe ich schon 8-mal gelesen, Alter. Beachtet mich nicht, ich gehe nur durch eure Küche, in euer Schlafzimmer, in euer Bad, auf eure Toilette. Das ist eigentlich cool. Dass der Stein da so ein bisschen...
Late one night, Annie Wilcox tried to arrest me for public indecency. She'll be a terror when
Phil schon wieder. Okay, viele Leute zum Anstellen hier.
I try and give a credit or two to the Low House when I'm able.
Und hier oben sind dann wahrscheinlich die Zimmer, ne? Ja, okay. Warte mal, das kann ich entsperren. Howdy, howdy, hier kommt die Gaudi, Alter.
Why do they even bother locking it?
Keine Ahnung, weil es Idioten sind. Vor allem ist hier drin nicht mal was von Belang. Also. Cool.
Fancy seeing
Okay.
you here.
Dann können wir wieder gehen. Boah, Alter.
It's weird because I don't consider them a bad person.
It's definitely a red flag. I'd stay away if I were you.
Okay.
Just too good.
Well, you know what they say.
Thinking about taking my spouse to a
Alter.
place for their birthday.
This is just what the stretch needs. More down on your luck animals.
Honest Earl's Alien Extravaganza.
I can read the sign.
Of course you can. But can you believe your senses? Creatures great and small from the furthest reaches of the settled systems.
Here, in the stretch?
Yes, right here, right now. Things you would never see in a million years for just a small price of admission.
Huh. Well, it's not that much.
Come right in. You can travel the whole of the settled systems, and you won't find an attraction to rival my alien extravaganza.
It'll be nice to see some animals in person.
Welcome, welcome! Let me ask you a simple question, friend.
Yeah.
Are you prepared to see something so wondrous and strange that you're sure never to forget it?
Du willst mir was andrehen, oder?
I'm offering you the chance to see something truly exotic and unique. Now, a small remittance is involved, yes, but if you allow me to explain, I think you'll agree it's a price that's more than fair.
Erzähl mir mal was.
With pleasure. We got animals from the deepest, darkest corners of the settled systems. What you'll see will delight and amaze. Just a modest fee, and you can feast your eyes. I envy you, truly, for this opportunity.
So, und du kannst es dir nicht ansehen? Kann ich dir vertrauen?
Absolutely. There's a reason folks around here call me Honest Earl.
Wahrscheinlich. Weiter mal.
Though you may be leaving, the memories you make here will last a lifetime.
Aber ich kann auch einfach so rein, also...
Fine, big shot. Congratulations for skimming me out of 10 whole credits. Hope you feel good about yourself.
Man kann wirklich einfach rein. Nice. Einfach über den Tisch gezogen. Was hast du denn da drin? Siri. Was bist du denn? Karl. Karl. Was bist du denn? Karl ist ein Big Brain. Toilette. Ah, okay, ich kann nicht aufmachen. Geil, ich habe Aluminium gescannt. Nice. Danke. Tada, ein Sensor. Die leben hier unten fast wirklich wie in Slums oder so, wa?
You want to do some good for the city? Let me know. I'll take all the help I can get. Got a moment to hear about the Low House? It means a lot to me and to others.
Ich habe einen Moment Zeit.
Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in. More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others.
Was ist dabei für dich drin?
What do you think I'm doing this for my benefit? I'm doing it because once, a long time ago, I was a guest at the Low House. I was the one who needed saving.
Durch kostenlose Unterkünfte und Essen zu geben, macht sie vorwärts. Das klingt wirklich wie eine gute Sache.
Trying to, anyway. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other wealthier folks in the city. But it's barely enough. It takes credits to provide for those in need. And I'm hoping you'll be willing to contribute. If you can spare a few credits, it'll do a lot of good.
Schmorzern, Alter. Ja, Alter, 100 ist ja nichts.
Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some.
Hallo.
Just want to do right by my wife, you know? She deserves the best I can give her.
Mr. King,
Amira, how are you doing?
I can't complain. Someone said some of the field-burn crops got a little damaged?
Yeah, the Thresher's programming had a glitch, and it tore right through a couple of fields.
The crops?
I'll save you the trouble. Weston's already approved me sending it to you. It won't be pretty, but perfectly edible.
Much appreciated, Mr. King.
Hard work and grit pay off in the long run. Doing the right thing is tougher than doing the easy thing, but it always works out better in the end.
Erstmal stehlen. Uff, Alter.
Mrs. Johnson.
You. I'm already so grateful.
Hush. All of us have problems. Just at the other side of the tunnel, and can lend a hand.
We left Sidonia looking for a
Don't
better
help.
life, only to
There's
end
no
up like
shame
this.
in this.
Just ain't
Expect
fair.
more next week, okay?
I don't know how much longer I can take it.
Just do your best. That's all you can do. You might want to go to the House of the Enlightened.
I don't believe in what they're selling.
You don't have to. Anton's a good man and has good advice.
Well, it's a thought. Thank you for saving my husband.
Again.
I was so scared.
A man should provide for his family, not drag them down along with him. I've got to do better.
Wie stehen die Dinge?
Moving out here cost a lot. Now we're barely getting by. It's impossible to save up anything so Liv can have a future. Truth is, I was a fool to think anything would change. Now Simone and I barely talk, and Liv, that's even worse. You know what the worst thing for a parent is? To look into your child's eyes and see pity. That's how you know you've hit rock bottom.
Warum wolltest du Sidonia verlassen?
Got tired of living under the boot. The UC always tells you what to do and how to do it. If you're down, they want to keep you there. I thought maybe hard work and patience would lead to better things, but it became clear that that was never going to happen. The only way out was to leave the UC behind. So I brought the family here. Things aren't much better, but at least I don't have the piglets breathing down my neck anymore.
Ich will dir und deiner Familie helfen.
We've been given as much charity as I can stomach. Without the Low House, I mean, there's something, but it's a hell of a thing to ask.
Das klingt nicht gut. Wiedersehen. Ich will helfen.
As dark as things are, there are so many good people out there. Simone, my wife, has got a cousin, Milena Exelrod. Truthfully, I never much cared for Milena. But she runs freight, and I know her routes sometimes take her this way. Milena is family. Might be she'd do something for her kin. I'm looking for a job, and I'll do anything. Well, anything legal. Milena's United Colonies, like us, and I know she's got problems of her own with Akila City.
Was ist ihr Problem mit Akila City?
She clams up the times I've asked. Not even Simone knows. I'm sure she's run afoul of the law somehow. That's kind of how she operates.
Ich habe ein Schiff, sollte kein Problem sein, mit Milena zu sprechen.
You are an answer to our prayers. Milena called Simone yesterday. I'm pretty sure she's still in the system. Just giving me any hope. It's a lot. Every time I feel good luck to you.
My pen pal in Sidonia sent me some pictures of Space Frog to put up. I'm hoping they cheer up people around here. I'm saving up to see the alien extravaganza.
Tja. Miese Gurke.
The sensors are pretty durable. I mean, don't go using them as target practice, and they're good to go.
Wow, hier oben ist sehr viel.
I feel kind of bad for Coma. Pretty sure something really bad happened to
I
him.
spent a lot of my misspent youth in Aggies. Watch your back. And your wallet.
What? Huh? Coma, how do you even find that stuff?
It's all over.
I love you like a brother, man, but maybe, I don't know, lay off for a while.
The whole world. It's out there.
You stay you, okay? Just be safe, all right?
Sure. It's not a life of luxury, but I'm getting by, you know?
Oh, how's
Go
that
easy on
saying
Coma,
go?
okay?
Hey,
Everyone
use
mocks
your
him because
friends
he's usually
wisely.
spaced out. But I think deep inside, he's in a lot of pain.
Wie geht es dir und Koma?
Great, I guess. Coma's riding high. As in on drugs. I was trying to put it politely. I mean, I get it. We're in the slums. It's not the first time I've seen that. But with him, it's pretty much every minute he isn't working in the fields. His whole life is just work. Get high and sleep.
Wenn es dich nicht stört, solltest du mit ihm darüber reden. Also, wenn es dich so sehr stört. Jo.
Tried it already. He won't talk about it. In fact, it just makes him hit the stuff that much harder. The best I can hope for now is that he'll find some way to pull himself out of it. Guess that's just life in the slums. You either survive it or you don't.
Ist Mook ein Freund von dir?
Kind of. He crashes at my place. But man, he could stay too long. I kind of want to tell him enough is enough. But I don't need that drama in my life right now. Hope you have a good day.
Times are tight, you know? Gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. There you are.
Kennen wir uns?
Oh my God. What's going on?
Und du bist definitiv falsch.
You. I can't believe it.
Okay, wir scheinen
One of those who needs a lot of money or possessions to forget about my
nichts
life.
für ihn tun zu können. Hallo? Außenposten?
Howdy.
Achso, okay, das
This
ist...
bar may be tougher than you can handle.
Ach, Schnauze.
I'm busy. Leave me alone.
Ist im Stretch immer so viel los?
More and more as time goes on. Plenty of folks looking to get out from under the thumb of the UC, or taking their first steps to being independent. City's been slow to keep up with all the new people. Took them forever to put up the outer walls, and at this rate, they'll need to expand again soon.
Du führst diesen Laden ganz alleine?
You surprised or disappointed? It's my name on the outside, isn't it? Been here too damn long to let someone else come in and muck it up. Hell, even finding decent help isn't worth the trouble half the time. Ethan's got half a brain in his head, seems like, so maybe he'll work out.
You must be a tourist.
Achso.
Akila locals know better than to interrupt a man when he's drinking alone.
Hast du Lust auf Gesellschaft?
Not really. If you have a job that needs doing, I'll hear you out. That's the only kind of company I'm looking for.
Oh, dann lass ich.
Make your way.
Ich brauch keinen weiteren.
Hey, stranger.
Ach, du
I
bist
think
auch.
your ship's missing something. Me? I'm the best survivalist around, and I'm looking for work. You interested?
Sehe ich so aus, als müsste ich aus gefährlichen Situationen gerettet werden?
On the contrary, you look as tough as they come. I like that in a person. Means you're not afraid to get your boots dirty out in the space lanes. And if that's the case, then you need backup. That's where a hard-blooded guy like me comes in.
Brauche ich nicht, danke.
Your loss.
Locals can be especially colorful here. Want a drink?
Interessantes Tattoo?
Yeah, something I got back when I was an irresponsible kid. There's a lot of things I'd probably do differently if I had a second chance. But hey, that which doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? Take care, stranger.
Excuse me?
Nee, ich excuse dich nicht.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
Danke. Tja.
You know, I like the
Kleiner Unterschied zu dem da oben, ne? Ein ganz kleiner Unterschied. Ja. Aber ganz ehrlich, so, die steht hier rum. Dann hätte sie auch die 4 Sensoren.
If I could just get the seismic data, I could prove my theory. You got some good news, I hope?
Deine Sensoren wurden platziert.
Well, that's that then. So, this next part, it's a bit delicate. See that guard tower across the way there? I need to get in there and make a few small modifications to the terminal inside. I don't have the processing power to collate all the data that'll be coming in from the sensors. The existing network does.
Ich kümmere mich darum.
Oh goodness, I really am bad at communicating sometimes. I have that part well in hand. The, guard standing outside there, he's not gonna let me in. I need you to distract him.
My old man always said I'd be on the wrong side of Akila's security. I guess we're gonna prove him right.
I should only need a few moments. So, I don't know, convince him to take a break or something. Or if you're feeling particularly rebellious, maybe give him some official business to attend to. I believe it's what Davis would refer to as a ruckus. As soon as you've got him occupied, I'll scoot in and out before anyone notices. Okay? Let's do this.
Okay. Spiel etwas vor den Augen der Wache. What the fuck? Dann würde ich sagen, hauen wir uns wieder ein paar Tabletten rein. Hi.
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures picking away at the leftovers of the colony war. You'll find them scouring through old labs and facilities, taking whatever's not nailed down. What brings you to the wall? Boredom? Because if that's what you're looking for, you've hit the jackpot.
Mhm. Ja, ich könnte ihn auch für 1000 Euro. Ne, ich kann nicht mehr sagen, aber ich brauche hier ein paar Minuten allein für einen guten Zweck.
And I'm just supposed to take this on what? Faith?
Gut, viele habe ich jetzt ja nicht zum Auswählen. Es gibt doch keinen Grund für uns ein Problem zu haben, oder?
I hear you.
Schön, dass du langsam meinen Standpunkt akzeptierst.
Maybe we can work something out.
Ja, das glaube ich auch. Gibt keinen Grund, ein Problem zu haben, ne?
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
Natürlich.
I guess I believe you. Just don't do anything I'll regret, okay?
Natürlich nicht. Easy Snack. Kein Problem.
That's all settled then. Thanks for the assist. Hope you're none too worse for wear.
Einen Moment auf den Stolz, du solltest den Wachen sagen, was du getan hast. Ja, potenziell wäre es nicht verkehrt, das dem Wachen zu erzählen. Ja.
Oh, I intend to. Once enough data has been collected, I'll have the proof I need to convince them, especially Davis, that my technology is useful. If you're curious, come back tomorrow. I might even have preliminary findings.
Okay. Quest abgeschlossen. Nicht schlecht. Warte 24 Stunden, bis Keone ihre Daten erfasst. Okay, okay. Bürgermeister hat einen Job für uns. Hey. Bürgermeister, Bürgermeister.
Hey, I heard you had Dunlop's disease.
Huh? What? No, I don't have Dunlop's disease. What is that?
Your belly done lop over your belt.
Asshole.
What? Okay. Ich habe keine Dietriche. Es gibt doch noch Gebäude, die wir nicht kennen. Oh Gott.
I'm sure there's someone else who can help you with whatever it is you want.
Was ist das hier für ein Ort?
This is the official consulate of Akila City. Any visiting dignitaries from the United Colonies or House Varun reside here. We also handle official communication with them as well.
Was kannst du mir über den Rat der Gouverneure erzählen?
They are the ruling body of the Freestar Collective. Mainly the local governments take care of themselves, but when we need to act together, the council steps in. The only member in Akila City right now is Elias Cartwright.
Mm-hmm.
Have
My
a
cousin's
good day.
thinking of joining the militia.
Good for them.
But I worry about her. The vets of the Colony War. A lot of them came home just not the same.
The Colony War was a disaster. But with the armistice, if there is another war, hopefully it won't be like that.
You think there will be?
No. Or at least the Freestar Collective won't start it.
Okay. Hier war zumindest nicht so viel. Gut, Nahkampf machen wir selten, aber ja, besser trotzdem haben als nicht haben. So, da unten ist der Chunks, den kennen wir. Okay, und das kennen wir auch. Das ist gut, das ist gut, das ist gut.
Evening, sir.
So, da kommen wir leider nicht rein. Das ist unser Gebäude. Kann er sich eigentlich mal von unserem Gebäude verpissen?
Remember me, Mr. Tate. Wait, before you go, my instinct says you're a person who knows how to work with their hands, or in this case, heavy equipment. Are you familiar with mining lasers?
Ja. Ich war sogar mal ein Miner.
Excellent. There are so many in the stretch, living in terrible conditions. The Low House and I are working together to make cheap, affordable housing. But the land we want to build on has hard stone that needs to be cleared.
Geht es hier um Hilfe für die Leute oder darum, dein Portemonnaie zu
When
füllen?
I came to Akila City, I had nothing. I lived in those hovels like the rest. Ages ago, the Low House helped me, and I would help in return. True, I will charge rent, but only as much as I must.
Ich freue mich für eine gute Sache, ein paar Felsen zu zertrümmern. Ja.
And it truly is the best cause. Once you clear the land, we'll be one step closer to changing some lives for the better.
Du brauchst mir keinen Cutter geben, ich hab schon einen Cutter. Wobei mein Cutter cuttet aktuell nicht.
It's hard sometimes, but I kind of like it. I used to get really grossed out by blood, but I'm used to it now.
Klar, jetzt, das sage ich auch immer, Leute.
You've got real courage. Sure you're not descended from Solomon Co? Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Akila City. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. As the founder himself once said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile.
Mhm. Der Gründer ist Solomon Co.
Ah, that'd be Solomon Co., who stuck a shovel in the ground right here over 160 years ago. That first settlement grew to become the city you see today. And let me tell you, it was no small hardship to make that dream a reality. Yes, indeed, this place has a proud and noble history. Why, for some of us, it's practically hallowed ground. That's why I like to meet each and every person who comes here, to make sure they know what a special place our city is.
Das weiß ich zu schätzen. Danke.
You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Free Star Collective put great stock in human kindness and generosity of spirit. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the core and Midtown.
Kannst du mir mehr vom Core, also vom Kern erzählen?
The core is the oldest district and represents the original settlement dating back to the days of Solomon Co. The descendants of the original settlers still make their home there today.
Wo kriege ich hier einen Drink?
You've got a few choices there. The cantina in the Rock is famed throughout the settled systems for serving the best brew that credits can buy. The hitching post ain't been open long, but most folks seem to like it. If you're looking for a quick drink before moving on, give it a try. Aggie's is a bit of an acquired taste, you might say. Folks who prefer a venue that's a little more rough and tumble tend to feel at home there. Like I said, lots of options.
Mhm. Warum braucht die Stadt eine Mauer?
You really are new around here, aren't you?
Ja, aber ich weiß es eigentlich schon.
Aquila's every bit as dangerous as it is beautiful. There are creatures out there that pose a mortal danger to anyone caught out in the open. Foremost among them is the Ashta. They're quick, strong, clever, and damn good hunters. I'd tell you more, but you might not sleep so good. Thankfully, the wall keeps them out. Long as you stay on the right side of it, you've got nothing to worry about.
Ach du, ich habe schon gegen Terrormaus gekämpft. Was ist das hohe Gebäude im Zentrum der Stadt?
Ah, you must be referring to the Rock. It's home to the largest and oldest cantina in town. That's also where the Council of Governors holds its occasional strategy meetings. As mayor of the city, I have a seat on the council. The Free Star Rangers are headquartered in the upper floors. They've got the best view of the city. I like to think that means they're always keeping an eye on the rest of us. I have to say, I sleep a little easier knowing the Marshal and his Rangers are up there protecting the Free Star Collective.
Mhm. Und was ist Midtown?
Midtown's where most of the business and trading gets done. It's not as old as the core, because it was built later as the city grew. As the name might suggest, Wallside's the district that runs along the inside of the Great Wall that surrounds the city. It's mostly farmers and other laborers that live down there. They ain't got quite as much space, but it's cheaper, so it all works out.
It all works out. Mhm. Erzähl mir mehr über Frank Langston und dein Problem.
Frank's just the latest owner of the old Hersenove Manor, and he's the worst, simply the worst. But it's been a problem since the Hersonov family ran out of heirs. There's an old wrong the Cartwrights have been trying to right for decades. And hence, well, I need help.
Was ist das Problem mit Frank Langston?
He's just another slick, rude, neon corporate hack. Full of himself and just awful. I mean, the core is history itself. Cads like him don't belong here.
Wenn die Quets stimmen, könnte ich dir den Gefallen tun.
Of course, of course. The last Hossanov was Sahar. Sad tale there. By all accounts, when she lost her last grandchild around 40 years ago, well, it broke her. She packed up and just plain left the estate. Built some farm far from Akila city and the protection of its walls. It didn't take long before the Ashta overran the farm, and just like that, no more Hossanovs.
Kannst du mir was über die Hasanovs erzählen?
The Hossanovs were one of the early families that took to making a living in space. Very industrious, mainly miners. They settled planetside in the earliest days of Akila city. They helped good old Solomon Co. a time or two, but they didn't fare well living in full gravity after a couple of generations in zero-G. Lots of health issues. Eventually, a string of just terrible luck left only lonely old Sahar Hassanov. Poor lady. And those that were healthy kept leaving Akila. The call of the stars.
Die Ashta klingen übel.
Deadly as sin. My granddad warned her over and over it wasn't safe. So I need someone to go to the old Sahar farm, brave the Ashta, and see if she left a will. I swear I'll honor her wishes. Akila owes her family that much. And if it happens to kick Mr. Big Shot out of the core, well, that'll be a bonus.
Was soll ein Testament ändern? Ja, dass das Haus halt irgendwem geerbt wird, ne?
Sahar left no heirs, no instructions. So everything the Hassanovs owned was in limbo. What happened to the estate? Well, you'd have to be a lawyer to make heads or tails of it. But eventually it wound up on the open market. So slick neon corporate shills could grace our community. If she named any heir, we could get the estate back where it belongs. See things made right.
Ich helfe gern.
You are a blessing. Sahar's farm is elsewhere on the planet. If you can't handle Ashta, please just don't go. I don't want this whole sordid story to have more tragedy. Be careful. And look out for yourself.
Ich krieg das hin. Noch
Like
was?
I said, be careful. Have a wonderful visit.
Have a wonderful visit. Gut, dann würde ich mal sagen, kommen wir an dem Punkt erstmal zum Ende. Wir sind ja jetzt wieder 4 Stunden dran. Heilige Scheiße. Und ich glaube, wir haben jetzt allein 2,5 Stunden oder so damit verbracht, wirklich wieder die komplette Stadt zu sehen. Das kostet aber auch immer Zeit. Ich sag's euch, Kinder. Ja, an die Leute, die das... Ich habe einen Muskelriss. Gut, einen Moment. Heilt alle Leiden, das würde ich dafür aber nicht. Leistenbrüche, Gehirnverletzungen. Erfrierung, Platzwunden, Verbrennung und Erfrierungen. Ausgerenkte Gelenke, Knochenbrüche, Muskelrisse. Und wieder fit. Banger. Aber angenommen. Hat das jetzt schon gezählt? Nein, es hat noch nicht gezählt. Okay, das heißt, da zählen wirklich nur Medipacks und nicht... Okay. Schade. Na, dann habe ich jetzt ein Medpack quasi ein bisschen verschwendet. Aber gut. Ja, an die Leute, die das hier potenziell auf YouTube sehen. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Wenn ja, dann würde ich mich sehr über euren Support freuen. Und für euch geht es ganz normal morgen weiter. Für mich wahrscheinlich auch. Also haut rein.